Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between XeSeek versus LiZard. This game taking place here on Shallow Grave. This is going to be an orc versus orc mirror match on a map that I really haven't seen before. So let's go ahead and break things down. I'm going to turn on Fog of War just so I can see where the green creep camps are. Red creep camps are on the far side. Green creep camps are towards the middle. And then you got these winged orange creep camps. All right, so the green creep camps, one facing into the middle of the map, another facing another odd way off over here to the top right, and then another one off over here. Similar exposure perhaps down to the south here. So what this actually shows me is that it's going to be a little bit difficult to actually do some creeping. When your back is constantly going to be exposed to those creeps, that is a little bit more challenging. There is a relatively easy orange creep camp not too far away, consisting of a 5-3-2, and then it appears as though if you want to go for it like this earlier creep camp now, is there a new ladder map on rotation? I believe this is a W3 Champions map. Um, so when we say ladder, I'm assuming that you're going to be talking to W3 Champions, or maybe this game was just taken from trying to balance and playtest some of the new maps that are being released. Coming back through Peon, now making its way out, coming in from XeSeek. Meanwhile, LiZard, what hero choices are going to be a Farseer going up against a Farseer. And it is going to be Headhunters coming in from XeSeek. Meanwhile, it looks as though it is going to be also Headhunters coming in from LiZard. Both sides opening up with this particular strategy, Farseer, Spirit Wolves, and then trying to get in some harassing damage. We should be perhaps going into tier 2, if not even tier 3 as well. And well, it wouldn't be a game if I didn't accidentally zoom in. Alright, well, I guess it shows how tired I am. Units are already off to the races, so to speak, and going to be going after these easier creep camps that are in the middle that haven't quite yet been exposed. The sea turtles actually do quite a bit of damage here, and the Farseer wants to take and actually aggro the sea turtle and this Murloc Tide Runner. Hello for the first time watching you live streaming from Germany. Thank you, Inside, for tuning in. Always great to see more and more people still playing this wonderful, great game, even here in 2021. All right, Farseer are going to be coming back across here. We are looking at just some peon harassment. Units are going to be making their way through as they're running straight to the war mill already. Lower hit point peons already looking to back away. We are looking at one peon here, only down to 8 hit points. Could easily get taken down. Trying to finish things off. There goes, nope, a resummon there to try and deny that experience. Farseer has picked up a Wand of Illusion. Nice item pickup there as we're looking at the Farseer now looking to engage across off on the far side here. Farseer, wow, these openings into the base actually make for a bit of an interesting well, sort of engagements, trying to battle between these narrow walkways and not actually having a completely wide open choke point. Probably only one game and use the last 20-30 minutes for a quick nap or rest. No, I just woke up. I just woke up, so I should be tired, or I shouldn't be tired. I should be, well, on my feet, ready to go. XeSeek looking to clear out this Renegade Wizard creep camp. Gonna get a little bit of experience, but the Frost armor on these units actually slowing the potential retreat back. I'm not playing, just watching you are part of my break routine during studying. All right. Well, it's great to actually well, see still some interest in Warcraft 3 after such a long time. What is going to be going down here is the Farseers and the Headhunters are going back and forth with that bit of focus fire. There goes one wolf. Are we going to see a turnaround? And no turnaround there. 4 Headhunters going up against 3, and it looks as though the Spear Wolf is going to try and chase down, perhaps get some damage on this last Headhunter here. Needs a little bit of micro to back away from all of that action, while, well, pushing back some damage of his own. That's exactly what we're seeing here, and we are just seeing a large engagement, or a constant engagement between XeSeek and LiZard. Coming back across here, Farseer sitting at level 1, Headhunters doing a bit of poking. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 picked up. Farseer would still just be shy of level 2 after this creep camp. And after 5 minutes, both sides are still sitting at level 1. no access to chain lightning, but it's really more the additional stats that you're looking for at this point end stage in the game. That little bit of extra damage, that little bit of maximum mana, and even the threat of that chain lightning, as we're looking at Clarity Potion now being used to get that Farseer back into that north of 250, 275 mana range. Back off to the north here, it looks as though XeSeek using this opportunity to do some creeping as well. Well, are we going to try and clear out a difficult creep camp without knowing that your opponent is just so close nearby? That is always a possibility and a problem, as we're going to see some Spirit Wolves now be summoned here. Oh, a lucky break by LiZard, being able to creep out a center orange creep camp on his opponent's side of the map, picking up healing wards as well as an additional item, and that is just going to allow him to creep out this creep camp even further, getting to level 3 faster than his opponent. Tome of Knowledge added in once more, and we're looking at this Ogre Warrior about to get blasted down. Farseer looking very strong at this point and stage in the game. Troll Regeneration also being picked up here, as we should be looking at, well, a little bit of a fight. Spirit Lodge, Tauren Chieftain already out. Meanwhile, Farseer is here. New Spirit Wolves already down, and now throws down a Stomp as well. Level 2 going up against level 3. Going to be a little bit of a problem. Units are now going to try and, well, Scroll of Speed away, or perhaps try and poke apart and get some damage onto that Spirit Lodge and try and cancel that, so there are no Shamans, or delaying those Shamans pretty easily. Coming back around on the top right here, Tauren Chieftain did get 1 kill, I believe, and that is about it, as the units are going to be, well, attempting to retreat back. Yes, everything is all good for now, Metaphysics. Thank you. As we're looking at the Farseer, looking to perhaps, is he going to continue his aggression, or perhaps just try and manage and well, take control of his opponent's creep? We're going to see a Stomp already coming in, and XeSeek not going for Endurance Aura, actually going for Stomp earlier. A bit of a surprise here, as we're going to see one Headhunter easily getting taken down. It looks like LiZard is participating in a battle he really has no right being in whatsoever, as those units are now going to continue to back up once more. All right, Farseer retreating back. Farseer retreating back, 36 supply going up against 35. Tauren Chieftain gonna come bearing gifts, has some healing salves and some clarity potions for his army brethren. All right, clarity potion could be transferred off over here. Meanwhile, bottom left-hand side, that actually seems like a very aggressive creep if he's actually going to try and go for it. And it looks like he is going to be doing that. Endurance Aura off in that front line. There goes a healing ward. Tauren Chieftain actually should be positioned right down here so that it is benefiting from that healing ward. And now, is it? Actually, I guess it is benefiting from that healing ward still right there. So picking up that earlier healing ward to get a little bit of additional regeneration. And now also just shaking some of that damage off as well. The Tauren Chieftain's naturally higher hit points allows it to heal up hit points faster. Meanwhile, the Farseer sitting at level 3, Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 1, needs to make his way back over and continue to heal up again. All right, healing ward is now gone. Healing salve should be added. Coming back across here, level 3, level 2, Endurance Aura and Stomp. LiZard getting the same thing as well, as those units will be retreating back. All right, here we go. Well, it sounds like Bloodlust being used here. Farseer backing away, allowing the Tauren Chieftain to come across here. Tauren Chieftain now going to try to make its way back over, forcing a bit of a retreat here. Extra damage just from the creeps. Exactly what you're looking for, as the Farseer with mass headhunters clearing up the Ogre Magi creep camp. Here, Boots of Quel'Thalas going to be dropped off. Meanwhile, a LiZard opting to take this opportunity to go to a different location instead, perhaps clear out some other creeps, as he does pick up that Immolation Aura, which is incredibly powerful. And if he's able to clear out another high-level creep camp, well, he's going to have a major item advantage, in addition that even though he is a little bit behind, well, about even on experience, but that Tauren Chieftain getting to level 3 is much more important than the Farseer getting to level 4. Watch 100 of your game, but first time catch you online. Thanks for all the recommended games. Your, well, I don't know, but Metaphysics seems to believe I don't recommend enough games. And I think that's why he gave the little wink right there, saying, like, well, at least you know if I recommend the game, I really, truly believe it, as opposed to just giving it, like, a mass stamp of approval to so many other. I guess I'm not a recommended Snap Tramp. Tauren Chieftain now being brought over. Are we going to see the healing ward be placed down here? No, we are not. That first Tauren Chieftain illusion has taken quite a bit of damage. Overlord going to get taken down here. And is this going to give level 3? It does. Helm of Valor, Tome of Strength +2. The Tauren Chieftain needs to pick those items up. Are we going to perhaps try and get a Scroll of Town Portal back in here? No, using this opportunity knowing that there's fortified defenses, saying, you know what, I don't need a Scroll of Town Portal just quite yet until I'm ready. Healing Ward already placed down here. The entire army is going to be ready to go for all of this action. And now here we are going after those units. Stomp. However, the Tauren Chieftain didn't get there fast enough. We are already looking at Berserker upgrades on both sides. So these players not staying in tier 2 for a very long time, opting to go for tier 3 very quickly. LiZard will need to rebuild his Voodoo Lounge, as Orc players are often known to spend a lot of their gold on items. All right, XeSeek now going to look to the top right and see how incredibly far behind he actually is, as he's going to, well, notice that his opponent has taken all of those very powerful items already. Tauren Chieftain now being brought over. Tauren Chieftain with Immolation. Interesting pickup here. Pretty much a permanent lightning shield on that Tauren Chieftain. And once he gets stomped, well, units will be standing close by to appreciate his, well, burning presence, so to speak. Tome of Strength being left behind right there. All right, coming back off to the north, Spirit Wolves are going to be engaging, and, well, trying to do a quick run by once more, and here we are. Here's a fight. Level 3, level 3, level 1, going up against a level 3, almost level 4. As we are also going to be getting Hex as well. Tauren Chieftain trying to run on in. Is he going to be able to throw down a stomp? Yes, he does. Catches 3 of those units in that stomp, and now trying to get ahead once more. We are looking at Immolation, but they didn't really catch that much, as we should be looking at a Hex going down onto that Tauren Chieftain now. Tauren Chieftain doesn't have benefit of Immolation Aura, even though he is still wearing that item. Are you going to turn back around, try to throw down some damage again? There is another quick Hex once more, as some spears or javelins hitting the back of that Shadow Hunter, getting down to 148 hit points. This is a new WarCraft 3 W3 Champions map, by the way. I assume so. And it's really, this map has a lot of one-way in, one-way outs situations for a lot of the creep camps, which makes it interesting and something that you actually really need to practice on this particular map. If you don't know a little bit of the tricks, the corners seem to be similar to Turtle Rock, 2 ways in, 2 ways out. But a lot of these center creep camp locations have this little small alcove that makes it a bit difficult. Tauren Chieftain up to 1100 hit points. Farseer having that Helm of Valor, a little bit more additional armor and hit points as well, as the units will be retreating back. All right, looking straight only at the items, we can see that the Tauren Chieftain and Farseer of LiZard doing a bit better. We are getting into a tiny Great Hall as well, and this should be an easy expansion attempt. All right, Tome of Strength. Come on, it's right there now, and it's actually blocking your way for your tiny Great Hall. If you don't pick that up, that's actually not hilarious, just actually rather sad. A couple of watchtowers could be placed down as well. And, well, LiZard, the first one to set up an expansion, sitting at 51/50 supply, currently in low upkeep. XeSeek also sitting in low upkeep, as we are getting Taurens out onto the battlefield too. Pulverized damage is incredibly scary, especially when going up against these Berserkers who do have medium armor. Faster regeneration rate for all of the Berserkers here. That improved regeneration rate, well, offsets a little bit of damage, as we're also looking at Bloodlust onto the Berserkers of XeSeek. They're going to have average attack speed, maybe even fast attack speeds when they go into that Berserker Rage for faster damage, or more faster attack speed, but also increased damage to themselves. Greetings to Norway. Well, you're welcome. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. If you guys are enjoying it, please remember to leave comments, likes, thumbs up, all of that social media jazz that I'm really not that great at doing. Anyways, or promoting. Tauren Chieftain now going to be making its way over here. We're looking at one Orc Burrow quickly getting taken down. 61 over 62 supply. Still trying to get into position. A Ring of Protection +3. Shadow Wolves or Dire Wolves in the back going up against the Goblin Shredder. Goblin Shredder, if it was actually close enough to an Orc Burrow, could end up surviving, but not going to be able to do that now. All right, Tauren Chieftain now going to try and engage here. Lightning Shield going down across multiple Tauren here as the Wand of the Wind picks up some units. There's a quick Hex onto Lizard's own Tauren Chieftain as well as Chain Lightning bouncing around as well. Tauren Chieftain going to go ahead and head to the backside. And oh, a beautiful stomp, getting stopped by Hex right there once more as the Farseer, well, trying to figure out a way how to, well, dodge all of this damage. Down to 130 hit points. Looks like it's going to be able to come across back inside as another stomp going to continue to engage. Level 4 Tauren Chieftain going to throw down a stomp once more. Taurens are here. Massive stomps, massive stuns going across multiple units as the Farseer is very low on hit points. Uses a Clarity Potion. Going to Chain Lightning to bounce around. Look for some additional targets to try and fight its way through. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 4. Farseer now sitting at level 5. Is going to be level 3 Shadow Wolves. And it is going to be level 3 Shadow Souls as the Tauren Chieftain now gets up to level 5 as well. Units trying to back away the Tauren Chieftain, while causing some extra damage there as the Shadow Wolves blocking any sort of retreat. 36 applied to 32. And this is an absolute bloodbath right here as the Tauren Chieftain, well, the Tauren Chieftain chases back to 3 remaining heroes and 1 Berserker being left behind. This could easily get cleaned up here as some Shadow Wolf strike damage, well, and critical strike damage takes that down. Both sides went into the start of that fight in low upkeep, and both sides just absolutely destroyed each other's army. Economically speaking, Lizard will be able to bounce back. He has more gold, and on top of that, well, he has this expansion. It looks as though there's 6 peons on that burrow as well. Not quite sure. Well, are we going to be building a tiny Great Hall coming in from XeSeek? Now, XeSeek wants a longer game. XeSeek, by going for a longer game here, knows that he's going to be in a better position. He's going to have that third hero who's going to be at level 3, and having 2 level 6 heroes going up against 3 level 5s. Well, I would actually tip everything over to the 3 level 5 heroes just a bit more. It's because you have those additional pieces out on the board that can still make an impact. Then again, though, the Tauren Chieftain getting the 6 is a threat in and of itself. I don't know, a 6-5 going up against a 5-4-4. I would say the 5-4-4 has the advantage, unless that Tauren Chieftain is the one that gets to level 6 first. Coming back through, no Orc Burrow being placed down here. 45 supply compared to 55. XeSeek once more going into high upkeep sooner than his opponent. And just Illusion, Tauren Chieftain, and an Illusion Farseer now backing up again. All right, all of the creep camps, save for this one, have now been cleared out, I believe. Nope, minimap is not updated. This creep camp is the last one to be cleared out still. Meanwhile, we're looking at just XeSeek sitting here, mining away. Lizard is banking up to up to 2,100 gold. He's buying items, trying to find every way to stay out of low upkeep, but he will have to break into low upkeep sometime. Lizard is also behind on lumber after losing that earlier Goblin Shredder. Shadow Wolves now looking to engage right off over here. Farseer, well, gonna go ahead and put pressure here. Tauren Chieftain gonna just throw down a stomp and say thank you for all this experience, as he pulls back his opponent all the way back to the expansion, or back to his main base, not realizing that, well, the expansion is where the main fights are going to go down. This Great Hall could end up getting taken down. You can see, well, a little bit of damage. Shadow Wolves are already over here. Chain Lightning bouncing around, but not finding those additional targets. A quick stomp right here. Is the Great Hall going to get taken down? Down to 32, down to 4 hit points, and it is taken down right before the Scroll of Town portal leaves. Beautifully executed hit and run tactics without raiders, as Lizard is just going to continue to extend his lead. Goldmine only has 90 seconds of mining left, and with this, Lizard gonna perhaps just get into the upper end of low upkeep and do a rather practical timing attack. a new tiny Great Hall being forced to be used once more. Gold, well, almost a 2,500 gold difference between the expansions now. And with that said and done, LiZard should be looking to try and train up more units, getting that pulverized now. That's actually a little bit later. I would have thought pulverized research would have been started much earlier, since he's been sitting on so much gold. Perhaps lumber being the main issue right there, as we're still sitting at 67 supply, not getting that last critical orc burrow as of yet for some reason. All right, once more, mining underway by XeSeek. LiZard looking to perhaps, well, do another hit and run tactics. Wolves are heading to the corners of the map, making sure that no additional expansions are being placed down anywhere. And it really may be the difference that Tauren Chieftain just has this constant cloak of flames. You can even add a lightning shield on top of that Tauren Chieftain, and the damage would just simply be so much per second, especially after the Tauren Chieftain stomps and stuns those units for, what is it, 4 seconds? It seems like a very, very long time if you're able to stun all of your opponent's berserkers in that back line while they're still taking a lot of that damage. Tauren's now going to be making their way over as well. Are we going to see a little bit of extra damage or experience? No, we are not. Wolf able to back away just in time. Farseer, while trying to get precautionary measures, but he is using his mana fairly aggressively, and he may not have the follow-up chain lightnings, nor does he have the hero levels of his opponent. We're going to be looking to the top left here, and, well, 72 supply compared to 71. Tauren Chieftain looking to perhaps buy some more scrolls of healing, some additional items. Shadow Hunter trying to pick up some extra items as well. And, well, it looks as though both sides are just trying to make sure that they're not the ones to make the final mistake. Tauren Chieftain, does it have any additional items here? Nope. Scroll of Speed, Potion of Invulnerability, that is it. I'm expecting a long, well, drawn-out, large, massive battle coming up here in the very end here. LiZard doesn't have as many Taurens, interestingly enough, as the Shadow Wolves are now coming to town and now trying to shut things down here once more. XeSeek needed to be perhaps a little bit more aggressive, trying to figure out where his opponent was while staying close to home. You're looking at the Berserkers finishing things off here, and they should just be going into that Berserker, Berserk Rage for that faster damage. Tauren Chieftain is sitting at, well, with level 2 Endurance Aura, so that damage is going to add up more and more. Scroll of Town Portal now heading back out, just constantly doing these hit and run tactics, well, while really not doing any true damage. All right, main gold mine now lost here. Are we perhaps going to be picking up another Voodoo Lounge, or another tiny Great Hall to make our way out? That is the question. All right, setting up another expansion here. The main bases are all mined out. It is one base to one base. LiZard sitting at 80 supply with 1,000 gold a bank. Meanwhile, well, where are these units running off to? All right, it feels as though the engaging, right, and well, they're looking to perhaps try and fight against their opponent here, and we're going to be looking at peons making their way to the top right. That's just going to give extra experience. And now we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain, who's sitting at level 3. If the Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 4, that's going to change things drastically. Lightning Shield actually causing damage to his own units right now. Not quite sure what that is going about, as the burrows are currently being repaired. All right, burrows being repaired here. This hit and run tactic, Tauren Chieftain quickly gets hexed here. Are we going to see the Tauren Chieftain make its way forward? And yes, here we are. Going to try to throw down a stomp. No, LiZard gets shut down once more. Tauren Chieftain throws down the stomp finally, but maybe too little too late. Chain Lightning bouncing across the other side here as the units are still trying to engage. 80 supply compared to 69. Tauren Chieftain getting up to level 4 here. Throws down a stomp as the Tauren Chieftain of his opponent throws down a responsive stomp as well. LiZard shield purge onto the Farseer. Farseer down to 11 hit points. He gets taken down. Farseer of LiZard taking down 70 supply compared to 49. Is there too much focus as LiZard now gets up to level 6 on his Tauren Chieftain, as well as there's only one hero left. Tauren Chieftain throws down a stomp right here. This one Tauren may actually get taken down by his opponent's or his team's own lightning shield, as we see level 6 as well. And LiZard is victorious in that last fight, getting up to level 6 on his Tauren Chieftain. allowing for that reincarnation, even though he lost the level 5 Farseer. That losing of the level 5 Farseer may have actually been a blessing in disguise, as the Farseer, once it was gone, actually accelerated the level 6 on that Tauren Chieftain. Not quite sure if that was LiZard's purposeful play, but if it was, well, hats off to him for being able to recognize that some of those other units out there were also low on hit points. Hope you guys enjoyed something. It's not a strategy I would recommend, allowing your Farseer to get taken out so that your Tauren Chieftain can get to level 6. You may accidentally give experience to your opponent by losing the level 5 Farseer, unless LiZard denied his own Farseer, which would have been, well, next level planning. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please stick around to watch more.